Hello, everyone. In this lesson, this is going to be a quick one, quick and short. I just want to talk to you guys about the basic skills as a software tester, or if you want to get into software testing. These are some of the things that you should know and be familiar with. When I started testing, I was straight out of high school, so I didn't have a college degree. I wasn't even in college yet. In fact, thanks to my first testing job, I was able to finish college. So um, here's some of the basic things that helped me get into this industry. Um, what you should know to get started. Know the different SDLC models, which we went over in the last lesson. So now you should know all the software development lifecycle models. Understand the different types of testing, manual automation, there's mobile testing, desktop testing, regression, accessibility testing. That's what this course is about. So don't worry if you don't know them right now. By the end of this course, you will. Okay, that's what this course is going to be about. Know how to write test cases. Basically, you just got to be really good at describing things. Also, you're going to learn that in this course. So by the end of this course, you'll know. I didn't know how to write test cases when I got first hired, but they did do a test during the interview that was written to see how well I could write, basically. You need to know basic computer skills, Word, Outlook, Excel, all the Microsoft Office um, things that come with your computer when you first buy a computer, basically. The difference between browsers, Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer, and different and operating systems, because you will be testing on Mac and on desktop on Windows. If they provide you a Mac, they'll make you install a virtual machine where you can run it on Windows as well. So just keep that in mind. You should be familiar with all the operating systems. Linux is pretty popular too. Excellent communication skills, lots of writing. You're going to be writing a lot of defects, how to reproduce them. When you write defects, you have to write it as if you're writing it for a 4 year old, somebody that's never seen the app before or the website before. You can't write it pretending that the person that's reading it knows what you're talking about. Okay, so very descriptive. Um, and by communication skills, I mean it's very important on the quality versus the quantity. Okay, and mostly written, it's more important. When I started testing, I had just come to the United States 2 years prior, so my English was terrible. I had a worse accent than now. Okay, my first language is Spanish, so bear with me with my accent. But yeah, I mean they hired me, so as long as I could write, that was like the main priority. And learn how to use Jira and other defect traffic tracking software. But you can learn that on YouTube. There's a lot of videos on how to use Jira, and there are many other defect tracking softwares out there. And we were going to go over that in the next lesson. I just put Jira as an example on this one because it's the most popular one. Like a lot of companies are using Jira nowadays. But we will go over maybe the top 10 or top 5 in the next lesson, and become familiar with all of them. I think that this is a very good like skeleton of basics that you should know before you even apply to any testing job.